Hi, friends. It's Charlene. Thanks for being with me today. Today, we're going to focus on movements of the spine, really moving the spine in ways that energize us, in ways that bring us to be centered. And we're going to start standing. So, find a standing position where you have a little bit of room around you. And as we're getting settled into the standing position, just want to give you a reminder about really listening to your body. I'm going to be leading you in some suggested movements, but I want you to really listen into your body. If you notice that you're not breathing during one of these movements, you're kind of holding your breath, that's probably an indication that you want to back off a little bit or try something a little bit different. So we'll start with feet on the earth, maybe lifting toes, letting the toes settle into the earth, coming up to the toes and rocking between heels and toes just to feel that connection. Pausing with the feet about hip width apart. Let those hips be right over the knees so we're not wonky in any way, lining everything up, and let the shoulders be over the hips. This is a really nice, steady posture for walking into your day, for walking into a presentation or a meeting. You're confident, you're nice and long, you're flexible, able to move and shift a little bit. The first movement of the spine is actually this nice, long, tall spine that we have right in this moment. So inhaling all the way up and exhale down, nice and long down. So let's practice taking inhales that are about to the count of four. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhales that are to the count of eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that a few more times. Big inhale. And exhale that's about twice as long as our inhale. And that helps our nervous system to kind of reset. So finding whatever works for you, 5 and 10, 3 and 6. And the exhale can be through the mouth or the nose. Uh, Letting the hands kind of rock right up onto the hips. Left hand comes up by the ear. Take a nice deep inhale, reaching up, up, up with those fingertips. And then exhale, let's come right over to the side. Imagine that you're kind of leaning over a ball or a moon. So we have like a length in both sides of the body. We're not scrunching or scritching around here. Nice long. Inhaling up and exhale down. Give the other side a turn, reaching up for the sky. Exhale, letting the spine go to the side. And then we'll flow back and forth. So lengthening and then curving to the side. And find your breath here. So maybe it's an inhale here and an exhale here. Just notice the rhythm of your breath in this movement and connect your breath in with the movement of your body. So your body is moving your breath, the breath is moving your body. We'll do one more on each side. Beautiful. Come back up to a nice long spine. Arms come down, maybe shaking the shoulders out a little bit, shaking the knees, shaking the hips, shaking the head, giving a little smile. Arms float up to a T. And just imagine that there's a stick that's going from one wrist to the other. So we have length and extension, and we're not going to be moving the arms forward and back. They're staying in a T position. Taking a nice breath here, really stretching out the fingers, and then gently looking to your left and letting the arms come with you. Coming back to center, look to the right. So you're just kind of like an airplane kind of motion here. And in this motion, we're giving the spine a little twist. And that twist is happening right behind the heart. So we're not really twisting the low back. Our hips might move to side a little bit, but we're not really twisting the low back because it doesn't have a lot of movement. We're twisting right behind the heart. And you're breathing. Arms are floating. And come back to a T. Palms face up. Let's inhale all the way up, maybe for that count of 4, and exhale down for that count of 8, resetting the nervous system. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Having the arms come out to that T again, inhaling, looking up to the sky, letting the shoulder blades come together, the arms come back a little bit. So arms are coming back. Tailbone is also coming back. So we're having a nice little curve in our spine this way. And then exhale, bring the hands together in the front and curve the spine. So we're curving the spine in. Inhaling, opening, exhaling, curving in. Beautiful. We can also do this just with hands on hips. So we're looking up, we're getting that nice curve in the spine, and then we're coming forward, sending the tailbone between the legs, the chin comes in, and breathing. Coming back up, nice tall spine. Another way to do this movement is sliding the hands down at the knees. So you have a little bend in the knees, and we're going to send the tailbone back. The heart comes forward, maybe glancing up at the sky, and then exhaling, tucking the tailbone under, curving the spine, tucking the chin. Inhaling, heart comes forward. Exhale, tuck everything in. It's another number of options here for how we can move the spine. Beautiful. Come to a nice tall spine. Let's inhale all the way up. Count of 4. Exhale all the way down, twice as long as your inhale. And bring your hands right to your heart and just pause for a moment. Notice your body. Notice your breath. Notice any thoughts that might be coming in and out of your awareness. And just be present with what is in this moment. Open eyes, shake everything out. When you come to seated, to find a chair, find a comfy place to be, the seated position. And with our seat, we're going to get in that comfortable place again. So feet are on the earth, knees are over ankles, hips are right under the shoulders. We're going to practice the 7 movements of the spine here as well, and just kind of mix them up a little bit. So we'll start with inhaling forward with the chest, sending the tailbone back, exhaling, really curving the spine. This might feel a little different than when we were standing. You might get a little bit more range and motion here. And you can even let those knees be a little further apart so your belly can come right in between as you move one way, the other way. I'm just going to turn sideways so you can kind of see what this looks like. We're going to have this nice curve in the back. It might just be a tiny, tiny curve. And breathing as you move. This is something really nice to do kind of in between calls. Just opening up the vertebrae, coming back to a nice tall spine again, letting both arms be down at the sides. One arm's going to come up, so let that right arm come up right by your ear. And as the left arm goes down, the right arm is going to come right up by the ear, moving over to one side. And we'll take turns here as one arm goes down, the other one comes up, reaching forward as you're reaching down, opening up this whole side body, breathing. You just move side to side here. You want a little bit of a deeper stretch. You can take the wrist of one hand and kind of put a circle around it with the other hand and get a little bit more of a stretch. So you're leaning over a ball. You just change the wrist to go this way and this way. You're breathing into the side body here. It should feel real good. Coming back to center, exhaling down nice and slow. Take the right hand and let it come to the left knee. or a little twist. The right hand can come to the hip, it can come to the low back, and it can just be hanging down. It's going to do a nice gentle twist to one side. So before we twist, we always lengthen. So lengthen the spine, and then slowly let those shoulders come to the side. Each inhale, lengthen the spine a little bit more. Each exhale, melt into the twist. This twist is again coming from right behind the heart, and you're breathing. The chin can float to look behind you so that it's floating towards that right shoulder. It can also float forward and glance over that left shoulder. You can go back and forth between the two or find a spot that feels the best for your neck in this twist as we breathe into the belly. Coming back to center and immediately go to the other side for a little counter twist. Counter twist usually feels really good. And back to center, shake out a little bit, and then we'll do the other side. So right hand on left knee, and we'll start our twist. Hand can be on your back, can be on the hips. Lengthening as you inhale, gently allowing the twist to be a little deeper on your exhale. So maybe just a little micro movement, tiny movement deeper. And then find a place for that chin. Let it float from one shoulder to the next. Nice, gentle movement with the chin. And coming back to center. So we practice those movements of the spine, inhaling forward and back. One side and the other. A nice twist. So you can see just within less than a minute, you can do those 7 movements of the spine. So this doesn't have to be a whole big 15-minute, 20-minute, hour-long practice. It could be something that you can do relatively quickly. So thank you. Thank you for joining me today for moving the spine. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. Namaste.